Most people would tell you they know the importance of safer sex, but infection rates continue to climb. Hi, everyone. I'm Andy Choi.
And I'm Maria Guerrero. We start tonight with News 3's David Douglas, who has a look at some startling numbers right here in Wisconsin. David.
In spite of red ribbons, Andy and Maria, sports stars in the headlines and straight talk about safer sex, the HIV-AIDS infection rate is accelerating in Wisconsin with a 32% increase since 2001. So today, a rallying call to change it. If you listen closely, in every beat and every chant is hope.
You can't ignore this away. You can't act like people aren't having sex.
For 7 years, African Youth Outreach has been saying those words on the other side of the ocean and right here at home. Sunday, they said them at the Goodman Community Center.
We have to really wake up and realize that this isn't someone else's backyard. Everyone is related to this issue. Everyone needs to be connected to it.
Statistics from the Kaiser Family Foundation show the AIDS diagnosis rate among Black Americans is now 9 times higher than the rate for whites. And Black women make up the largest share of new HIV infections.
Our world is so interconnected that you can't distance yourself from anyone.
Fernella Gabo-Smart is studying public health at the UW. This summer, she'll travel to South Africa, but says HIV-AIDS cases are often equally as invisible in our own community.
And you see figures like Magic Johnson, and you see that he looks perfectly fine and he's healthy, so you forget that the disease is there.
What's also unseen or just ignored are gender roles, where one side holds most of the power.
When you have to depend on a guy for money, or you just depend on a guy to get married or stuff like that, so it's difficult to negotiate safer sex terms.
A truth that is no sweet melody, but being heard in part with the beat of these drums.
The more we talk about it, the less scary it is.
African Youth Outreach has a group traveling to South Africa this summer to spend several weeks in communities there. In our own community, they hope to start Parties with a Purpose, an enjoyable evening in a person's home just like any other party, but with some cold hard facts about HIV/AIDS mixed in, hoping small groups will reduce the fear and stigma of the disease.
A disease that's global but also hits close to home. David Douglas reporting. David, thank you.
Thanks, David. And according to the Kaiser Family Foundation, 1 in 5 Black Americans consider HIV/AIDS to be the #1 health problem in the U.S. And 35% believe it is a more urgent problem today than it was just a few years ago.